Now let's talk about the jury makeup. 8 men, 4 women. As we all know, and we've all been discussing with all the folks here, this is a case loaded with gender politics. So let's debate it with our expert legal panel. How will the jury makeup impact the deliberations? 8 men, 4 women. How will that impact, starting with prosecutor Stacey Honowitz?
Well, Jane, you can never predict, of course, what a jury's going to do, and many lawyers have many different theories about how they want the jury to be made up. Some people say that having men on the jury makes them stronger. Men are more decisive. Women tend to be more emotional. I think in this case, there is so much overwhelming evidence that the fact that there's 8 men and 4 women isn't going to make a difference. I think it's an idea of sitting down, going over the evidence, and returning a verdict. I don't think the fact that there's more men versus women on this panel is going to make a difference.
All right, well, let's bring in a man. Brian Silber for the defense. Obviously, sex was a big issue in this case. The sex tape, it was played by both sides for different reasons. How will all the sex talk and the gender makeup of the jury, 8 men, 4 women, impact these deliberations? Let's debate it.
The thing we have to remember is that jurors bring their personal life experience to the table. And I think when men look at this jury and they look at the evidence in this case and they watch the trial, they see it from possibly Travis's perspective as having this woman come after them and kill them. Now, from the other side, I think some of the women may look at the evidence and have their own perspective. For example, when we heard that Jodi had a pedicure and a manicure on her way to see Travis, that's something that negates premeditation. Because when someone beautifies themselves on their way to meet a guy, that doesn't say they're there to kill him. It says they're there to impress him and have sex with him, which is actually what happened. So you can't judge a verdict by the sex of the jurors, but their perspectives will certainly play a role.
Hold on. All right, you had your say, Brian. Rebuttal. Who's trying to speak?
Jordan, I think these men are all thinking, oh my goodness, who did I date in my past that could have just flipped? The switch could have flipped, and did I have a psycho like this, or does my friend, does my buddy that I know that has kind of this stalker going after him, is she going to flip? And I think it freaks them out. I mean, I think that's why America thinks this is such an interesting case, because we all know somebody who went a little crazy when someone tried to break up with them, and we go, wow, could that be the next Jodi Arias?